Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cap Slam Wrestling. WrestleMania 42 Night 1 is finally in the books, and I think it was a very bizarre night, bizarre WrestleMania for sure. A very bizarre main event, uh, a few underwhelming matches, one surprising return, one surprising announcement, a goated WrestleMania host, and a lot more to discuss. So please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned and let me know your views in the comments on how you uh, liked or disliked WrestleMania 42 Night 1. Here we go. So the night started with the exhibition match, the six-man tag between Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and ISHO Speed against LA Knight and the Usos. Now this was always supposed to be a fun match, shenanigans here and there with the element of ISHO Speed, and he played his part brilliantly. I mean, first of all, his physique, and we all know how great of an athlete he is. So there was no surprise, and he looked very natural for a person who was having his first match. I mean, not counting Royal Rumble, but a proper pinfall match. So he was brilliant. He was really smooth in whatever moves he did. The frog splash from the top of the pole was fantastic. No problems in that. I think he sold it perfectly. Uh, the match, I think, was pretty good for what it was supposed to be, but I think it was a bit short, as was the case with many other WrestleMania Night 1 matches. I think a bit short. I mean, under 10 matches, I don't know, like for WrestleMania, at least there should be 15, we would like to see some more wrestling, right? Amidst all the story that you tell us. So I think from that point of view, I think that was a bit of a down for Night 1. Uh, and they still managed to go 4 hours. So I don't know, like with the ads and everything, how fast the time goes. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So it was a fun match. It could have been a bit longer. We could have seen a bit more of ISHO Speed, his moonsaults or whatever. But it was good. It was what it was supposed to be. And yeah, I mean, as I predicted, Usos and LA were going to win this one. No reason for them to lose. And then perfect in the end, Vision turn on ISHO Speed. Then Usos and LA help ISHO get better of him, and then ISHO gives Logan Paul a frog splash from top of the pole into the announce table, which is fantastic. Spot of the night. Moving on to match number 2, Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. I don't know, again, mixed views for this. See, this could have been a lot more, a bit underwhelming for sure, I think. With the unsanctioned rules, you do expect a lot of violence, blood. You do expect a lot of it, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre told us, that was not an unsanctioned match, but effectively it was, right? So, they told how extreme you can go, and this was not that extreme. Yeah, I mean, you used your tool here and there, and yeah, I know that blood was supposed to be there in the last match, so you didn't want to do it in the first one, but again, this was a match that could have warranted some blood to amplify the effect of whatever strikes they were throwing at each other. So I think in that sense, a bit underwhelming. It was a good match. It was a very good match, but it could have been a lot more, given the stipulation and two excellent wrestlers. Now, I'm not a fan of Jacob Fatu myself, but he can put a good match, and Drew McIntyre can obviously put up a very good match. So it was a bit underwhelming in that sense, but okay, I'll give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. I'll give the first match 6 out of 10. So yeah, I mean, could have been a bit more, but and same was with match number 1, and same is with a few other matches in this in the remaining card. Now the third one, probably the match I enjoyed the most uh, in terms of the moments, and in-ring action was pretty smooth as well, I think. So Paige made her WWE return after 8.5 years, which was a very good moment. The response of the crowd was fantastic, as it was supposed to be. They didn't let Paige down. Nikki Bella's promos have been awful, since her comeback, and same was the case. She did very little to build up Paige's return, but still the crowd responded really well. And once the match, got going, it was a fantastic match. I think very very good from all the competitors. There were some seasoned campaigners in Charlotte Flair and Bailey and Lyra, even for that matter. So in the ring aspect was sorted. uh, the face off of Paige and Charlotte Flair, after almost 10 years of Team PCB, right? Paige, Charlotte, and Becky. So, a sort of a reunion, a sort of, but it was fantastic. It was sold very well by both of them, and the moment, again, amplified by the crowd pretty well. So, that was very good, and Paige looked very good. I think Paige was pretty average in AEW uh, as Saraya. But maybe it's also considering the in-ring prospects of the other talent she's working with. So maybe she fell a little bit short there, looked a little bit short there, but here it's fantastic, right at the home, and it was a brilliant match, a brilliant moment. Probably the match I enjoyed the most. I mean, in terms of happiness and emotions. Uh, so yeah, I mean, kudos to that. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. I mean, I don't know why I'm not giving it higher. Maybe a solid in-ring action, more 5-star matches. Maybe, I don't know, but a solid 8 out of 10 for me in terms of the moment, the comeback, and everything. Now let's move to match number 4, which was the Intercontinental Championship match for women's. This is Becky Lynch versus the champion AJ Lee. Uh, Pretty much what I expected, what was going to happen. I mean, I predicted in my predictions video that, AJ won the title in Chicago at Chamber. Becky's gonna win it again at Mania because she's the more regular of the two. AJ, I think, is going to disappear, and the Judgment Day is going to help Becky win this one, which is exactly what happened. But again, the match length was very very short. I think it was 8 or 9 minutes, and I don't know why WWE is doing that. I mean, the WrestleMania, probably had a better match at Chamber and probably a longer match at Chamber. I don't know, but definitely looked shorter. The action, plenty of the matches, this night. The end bit felt a bit early. I mean, the build up was not there for the end, right? And so that was the problem with some of the matches here, including ISO Speed, this one, uh, Stephanie and Liv, which I'm going to come. I think I have strong views on that one. So again, it felt a bit short in that way, but it's fine. AJ Lee, not the best wrestler in the world. Becky, yes, she takes pride in herself to be one of the best, but yeah, you need a good partner as well. So, it was slightly disappointing, simply in terms of the length of the match. If the length would have been more, there would have been a bit more action. So I think this would have felt a bit more complete and satisfied. But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Just simplifies the night, I guess. I'll give it again a solid 6.5 out of 10. I did expect a lot more, actually. I did expect this to be better than their Chamber match, and probably had higher expectations. But it is what it is, right? Okay, so moving on to match number 5. Probably in ring wise, the best match of the night. Seth Rollins versus Gunther was a fantastic in ring bout between two seasoned veterans, seasoned performers, and the two best in ring wrestlers in WWE right now. And I think I don't need much argument for that. Uh, Brilliant match till the end shenanigans happened. It was a fantastic match, and you did expect these two to deliver. I mean, these two are the best, and they do deliver 99% of the times. And yeah, they did not miss today. Fantastic match, fantastic storytelling in the match, and WWE is the best at that storytelling in matches. And I'm going to come in for the main event, which was again a fantastic storytelling in the match. But coming to Seth and Gunther, fantastic match, brilliant Braun Breaker. As I said, either he was going to return today or Raw after Mania, and they did make his return today. So it was very good. I feel I would have felt a bit more satisfied with if the match would have ended clean, because uh, almost none of the matches ended clean today, which is a shame, right? I mean, in the tag team match, Nikki Bella interfered. In the Intercontinental match, obviously, Judgment Day interfered. and then again, in the main event, there was interferences as well. So, uh, you know, would have loved this to be a proper five-star match, which have ended clean. So I think that is my only call with the match. But it was fantastic. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, 8.5 maybe. I'll give it an 8 actually, because I like to, you know, uh, I had the problem with the match ending abruptly with the shenanigans of Braun Breaker. So yeah, I mean, in that way, good match, but again, could have been a lot more better. Okay, semi-main event time. Women's World Championship. Uh, Stephanie Walker, the champion, against Liv Morgan. I had so much high expectations from this match. The best build-up for a women's match. Probably the second or third best build-up for all WrestleMania matches combined after Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. Uh, but the match disappointed. I think Stephanie Walker, the moment, the WrestleMania moment, got over a bit to her. Uh, she looked a bit nervous at sometimes. Maybe I think she forgot a few spots. The timing looked a bit awkward, and this was not the case with these two. The chemistry was fantastic during the build-up, so I was expecting a lot out of it. The match was underwhelming. It wasn't great. Again, the finish felt very sudden, and not a proper build-up to that. So disappointing in that way. I did not enjoy this match, to be really frank. I would because probably my expectations were higher, but I mean, Wacker has given a lot better matches. Liv Morgan has given a lot more better matches. So yeah, this was a miss. But yeah, title change. Liv Morgan, as I predicted, Liv Morgan did beat Stephanie Wacker to win the title, and well, yeah, she's the new world champion. I'll give this a 4.5. Personally, just my expectations were probably a bit too high, so yeah, I'll give it a 4.5. Coming to main event of night one, the most bizarre match I've seen in a long time. I don't know what happened, man. Like, it's like they totally, cleaned the whatever shit they, threw at us in a couple of weeks with Pat McAfee and everything. Uh, this was very, very bizarre. If you add up the last 2-3 weeks of storytelling to this particular match, it won't make any sense. But I guess WWE did take the right step in that way. But again, because of what happened in the past 2 weeks, this was bizarre. The match started with obviously Randy Orton entering with Pat McAfee, then Cody Rhodes. Pat McAfee obviously had a separate entrance, got a thunder amount of boos, uh, but yeah, that was expected. And the match started. Before the match started, actually, Pat McAfee attacked Cody Rhodes. Cody fought back, beat up Randy Orton, crossroads to Pat McAfee, took him to announce table. Jelly Roll appeared. Jelly Roll did a splash on Pat McAfee, and McAfee was out. Jelly Roll left away, and then we had a one-on-one match. Uh, and commentator Michael Cole started telling that Randy Orton probably has a back issue. Randy Orton started selling that. Cody Rhodes Loki turned heel in between of the matches with his moves, not his expressions. So in his expressions, he's still a baby face, but in his moves, he was clearly a heel. Low blows, targeting the back, doing Randy's moves, all the move sets almost. Uh, you know, so it was a very interesting match. Great story. I love the storytelling part of it, but just the build-up was to that. It was so horrible that did not match with what the build-up was. So there was a lack of continuity there. That's why I did not like the match as per se. But again, I mean, the match in itself was brilliant. The storytelling, they changed the narrative, right? Randy Orton was a heel coming into this. Cody Rhodes was a face. Uh, Cody Rhodes turned heel mid-match without actually turning heel. Uh, and then he won the match. And then Randy Orton again turned heel. And he left us with Randy Orton turning heel and Cody Rhodes probably still a baby face. So that is fantastic storytelling as to what's next. I think Pat McAfee's out for good. And we might finally get a good program between Randy and Cody, which should have been at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, we did not get that, but we might still get it. So that's the good news. The match was fantastic again, both using each other's movesets. Randy Orton crossroads to Cody Rhodes was a fantastic moment, good pop. Um, Yeah, and then in the end, shenanigans, Cody Rhodes, low blowed Randy, and then crossroads to uh, Randy Orton. Pat McAfee came in as a referee, forgot that. Uh, and Randy Orton argued Pat McAfee, huge pop, and then Cody Rhodes basically took advantage of that crossroads to Randy, and he win. That was the match again. Bizarre, good storytelling, brilliant storytelling, and the end was fantastic. Randy Orton smashed Cody with the title for real, busted him open, and then the punt kick happened to a massive, massive pop, and this leaves us with so much more on the way out of WrestleMania. So fantastic for that. If I was in the crowd today, I wouldn't have enjoyed it, but the crowd seemed to enjoy it, the whole match, the whole day, actually, the whole night. So good for them, but I would have liked at least a one proper match without any interferences. At least one match should be there. I think we're going to see a few of them tomorrow. Uh, there's going to be some good matches tomorrow. So really looking forward to that. Again, as per rating, I think I'll give it a 7 on 10 because fantastic storytelling, but it did not match up with the build up. So the continuity was not there for me, but still a good match nonetheless. Overall, night one, I'll give it a 6.5, man. I didn't really feel much. No excitement, not a lot of emotions. So yeah, at WrestleMania you're supposed to feel that, right? This is WWE, not AEW, right? Where you are just awed by the actions, the gymnastics. So I would have loved to feel a lot more, but hey, I think tomorrow is still there. I think there's going to be some bombshell matches tomorrow. Brock Lesnar over Femi, CM Punk Roman Reigns, the ladder match for the IC title. That's going to be something good. And then we have Finn Balor, Dominic, okay, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams should be good, and Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley. Uh, so yeah, I mean, good in that way. Again, honorable mentions to Bianca Belair. She returned, announced her pregnancy. Good for her. Probably out for another year. Uh, and John Cena was a very good host. I think he did his part well. Looked a bit awkward for John Cena to do these numbers and all, but you know, it is what it is again. So yeah, night one in the books. Really looking forward to night two. Please let me know your comments uh, about how you liked or disliked night one, and do like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.